Hi YouTube, Skyger1324. I just thought I'd get the last collection video done now. Again, doing it quite late, but I'm a bit bored, so I thought I might as well get this video over and done with. Last game collection I have, or at least one that I'm gonna do, it's the PS1, a console that I had as a kid. Probably one of my favourite consoles. I played, obviously PS1 wasn't my first ever console, the Sega Mega Drive was, but the PS1 was the first console that I ever really got into and played a lot of. Got somewhat decent collection of PS1 games, but nowhere near as much as what some people have. Unfortunately, not a lot of rare games here, or games that are extremely well known, but still an okay collection. I was going to get started. This pissed me off, this video, because I had to get the PS1 games, and these are a fucking pain in the ass to sort out. Up first, we've got Die Hard Trilogy. This is the EA Classics version. It's just got 3 mini sort of Die Hard games. It's got like a third-person shooter one, a racing, like driving one, and like on-rail shooter. Apparently this game is really good for its time and everyone played it, but I never actually played this one, so I've seen some gameplay for it and it looks okay, but nothing amazing. And we have Oddsworld Abe's Exodus. I had Abe's Odyssey as a kid, and it's a 2-disc game. It's sort of like a puzzle platformer game. These are really good games, very unique, and obviously Abe is one of the most, again, a classic. So I guess this is sort of a well-known game, but not the one that I had. Rugrats Studio Tour, Rugrats game. The one that I had as a kid was Hunt for Reptar, and I used to love that game. I used to love the mini golf level, but I never used to like doing the ghost level, because that, I don't know, I think that scared me as a kid, I guess. Then we have Reloaded. The box is in terrible shape. It's just something I brought off Amazon, but that's the problem. Do a video on my collection tips and tricks, I guess, and I'll go over stuff like that. Sort of like a, I guess you could say, twin stick shooter, top down shooter. It's okay. It's the second one. The other one was just called Loaded. We have Micro Machines V3, one of my favourite racing games. Such a fun game. The only issue that I have with PS1 is I hate these cases. These jewel cases. They just crack so easily, and they're so easy to break. Whereas in America they have single cases, like CD cases, which is so much better because they're easier to store and they don't crack as easy. Brian Lara Cricket game. Test Drive 4, racing game. Never played this. The only Test Drive game I played was a Test Drive. I think I played Test Drive. What was it? Test Drive Unlimited or something, I think it was called. The newer one. Toyota Touring Car Championship, another racing game. Touring cars. This is one I had as a kid. I used to play this one somewhat a lot. And we have Spec Ops Ranger Elite, tactics shooter. My cousin used to have this game and I always wanted him to play it for some reason, but yeah, again, these stupid cracks, they just break so easy. That's what pissed me off. Snowboarding, MTV Sports game, snowboarding game. Not Cool Borders, but snowboarding. Space Invaders, probably my favourite version of Space Invaders. Such a fun game to play. This one's really cool. You can do co-op, there's bosses, special weapons, that sort of stuff. It's really fun, and such a great game. It also comes with the original arcade version. 007, The World Is Not Enough, 007 game. I think I may have played this on an emulator and I didn't really like it. Area 51, on rails, well, arcade shooter. I played this in the arcade a few times. It's a classic game. Didn't know it was on PS1, but I got it not long ago. You can see 49p. Yeah, can't really do much with that without a shooter. Tarzan, I've heard this is actually a pretty good game. Disney games are often pretty good, at least on the retro consoles. Newer consoles not so much, but the retro Disney games are pretty good. Then we have, this is the wrong box. There's X-Men Mutant Academy in here, but it's the Formula 1 Grand Prix box, which I'm going to need to swap the cases over, which I'll do in a minute. But this is technically Formula 1 Grand Prix. I'll keep that box to the side, sort that out when I come across the other one. Crash Bash. I wish it was one of the other Crash Bandicoot games, I really do. It's sort of like a puzzle game, sort of similar to maybe Bomberman, I guess, but I've heard it's pretty fun. I played a demo of it as a kid. Tiger Woods Tour, or Tiger Woods 99, another Tiger Woods game. Seem like I have a lot of those. Premier Manager 98, football game, no back cover, just front cover. Die Hard Trilogy 2, again pretty much the same thing as the first one, but this is a different, the updated version, I guess. The next Tetris, of course, Tetris is on every console, classic game. ECW Hardcore Revolution, wrestling game. I think I may have played a bit of this game, and it's not terrible, but it's not one of the better wrestling games on the PlayStation. Alien Trilogy, pretty good game. Basically it's like Doom but Alien. This is a pretty good game if you like Alien. Tom and Jerry in House Trap, Tom and Jerry game. It looks pretty unique, but probably isn't a very good game, but I'm a big fan of Tom and Jerry. One of my favourite cartoons as a kid. That would definitely be in my either top 100 or top 50 shows and movie. I haven't decided whether I'm going to do shows or movie. And here's the X-Men Mutant Academy box. The case is fucked, which pisses me off, but that's one of these things. PS1 games are harder to find now. You can buy them online, but you normally pay a little bit more. Occasionally I'll find these like in a charity event or in a charity shop or a pawn shop. Again, it's hit and miss whether they're good games or they're in good condition or if they work, and obviously prices. Sometimes I find them at charity, not charity shops, pawn shops, quite cheap, sometimes 49p, which is a pretty good deal. And the only other issue with them is sometimes they are overpriced. I went to a shop the other day and they had 3 PS1 games in there. They had Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone for £5. I've seen that in a charity shop a few times and I should have picked it up. They had Crash Team Racing, which is one of my favourite racing games, but it was freaking £20, and so was Spyro 3, £20. It's too much for me. I'd rather, the most I'll pay for a PS1 game is £10. But obviously some of the more rare games you have to pay a bit more, and obviously Crash Bandicoot and that's going up in price. A normal version of Die Hard Trilogy. I had 3 copies of this. Oh, if I get bigger on my channel, I might start doing like competitions and give away some stuff. Get rid of some of my doubles that I can't really sell. Sid Meier's Civilization 2. Well, it ain't Sid Meier's, but I believe it was made by Sid Meier. Classic game. I don't know how good it is on the PS1. Wu-Tang, Taste of Pain. It's a sort of arena fighting game. It's pretty good, but and pretty like violent for the time, but it's not amazing. Star Wars Jedi Power Battles, a game that I loved as a kid. Didn't get very far on it, but I used to love playing this game. It's a pretty good hack and slash game based around Star Wars Episode 1, and it's pretty fun. It's quite challenging though, at least it was as a kid. If I go ahead and play this now, it might be a bit easier for me. Rally Masters, Race of Champions, a rally game. For some reason, this game's really difficult. It always seems like you always lose in this game. And one of my most favourite racing games, again, Total Driving. I can't remember what it's called in USA, but I love this game. This game is you get all these different types of cars, like buggies, sports cars, rally cars, that sort of stuff. And the music in this game is fucking awesome. It has, you should listen to the soundtrack. There's a soundtrack on YouTube that has all the music, and it's a sick, like, techno soundtrack, and it's pretty awesome. Dancing stage Euromix, obviously Dance Revolution, it's called in Japan, but DDR, or dancing stage, it's called in England, or in Europe, I guess. You need the dance map for that shit. LMA Manager, again, managing football games. Some of these games I brought as a bundle, and sometimes you just take what you can get. Medal of Honor Underground, I'm pissed off because it's in this Crash Bandicoot 2 box, but the game inside is Medal of Honor Underground. I'd much rather Crash Bandicoot 2, but Medal of Honor. I have another copy of Touring Car Championship. I don't know. Is this a... Yep, I have 2 copies of this game because I brought one not realising I had it. Oh well, doubles. Oh well, resell them maybe in the future, I don't know. Army Men Operation Meltdown. I don't think I've played this one. Obviously, I'm a big fan of the Army Men games. Siphon Filter, classic game on the PS1. No manual, just a disc. But yeah. And then I have another copy of Dancing Stage Euromix, which is just a disc in a case, no manual, no cover, that sort of thing, only a back cover. Sydney 2000, Olympics game based in the 2000 Sydney Olympics. I think I used to play this one on, I think I played this one on the, a while ago, well not a while ago, a long time ago. I've given it a go. The Olympics games look pretty fun, especially to play with friends. Sarge's, Army Men Sarge's Heroes, classic game, a really fun game. Not so great anymore, but not too bad. Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2, classic game. I don't think I played this one. I played the original and 4. I don't think I played this one. Classic games they are. World Cup 98. Obviously, FIFA 97 is considered to be the worst FIFA game ever made, but this is the World Cup, or FIFA 98, or it's either FIFA 98 or World Cup 98. Time Crisis, I had this game as a kid and I loved it. It's such a fun game. It's hard to find this in the arcades now, but again, I used to play this one with the light gun. You can play it without the light gun, but it's nowhere near as good. Worms, the original. Kind of disappointed. I don't think this game works. I tried it before and it didn't work. It didn't load. But the game is completely scratched. Some of these games I'm going to have to get resurfaced. If I play through my games and they don't work, I'll take them and get them cleaned. Tony Hawk Skateboarding, the original. Before it was called Pro Skater. No case, no manual, no front cover, just the box. South Park Rally, racing game with South Park. Not a very good game. It's kind of unique in the sense that it's not a linear racing game. You go all over the place, but it's South Park. It's not amazing. Another game I used to play a lot as a kid, Demolition Racer. Love this game as a kid. Such a fun game. I believe it came out on the Dreamcast as well, which I think was a better version of the game, but such a fun game. Like Demolition Derby, that sort of stuff, or as we call it in England, banger racing. Yeah, fun game. I still remember the cheat code for it. V-Rally 2, Championship Edition, another classic racing game, rally game. Used to like this one. The Simpsons Wrestling, not a very good game. It's quite cheap the way, but playing this 2-player with someone is funny as fuck. I played this one with my mate and it was pretty funny. Another copy of Die Hard Trilogy, the EA version. And another copy of Army Men Sarge's Heroes. Some of them I buy, because some of these I do have some doubles because I brought them before, and then someone sold me a bunch of games, and that was Some of them are doubles. Alone in the Dark, A New Nightmare had this on PS2 as well. Classic horror game. Army Men Land, Sea and Air, had this one as a kid. Used to play this one quite a lot. Never used to get very far on it though. That was the thing as a kid. You never get very far in a game, but you still keep playing it. Nowadays, we rage quit. It was because as a kid, it was either you keep playing it and doing the same thing over and over again, or you don't play at all. Now it's like I rage quit, but I've got so many other games, so it don't really matter. Bust a Move 4, classic, or Puzzle Bobble. Sometimes it's called a classic game. You know, like when you shoot the balls up and you match 3. There's lots of clones of it now. Lots of them on Facebook. Speed Freaks, kart racing game. I think I had this game as a kid because I've seen this gameplay, and I'm like, I know I had this game as a kid. I looked this up online, and it's not like 30-40 quid. It's about £5, depending on the condition. Some of them I think are worth a bit more, but then when I look, they're not. Bust a Move 2 Arcade Edition. I don't know if this is going to be a more rare copy, because as you can see it says for Toys R Us bundle purposes only. It's a Toys R Us bundle copy, so I don't know if that's makes the game any rarer, but it's the normal game, but it's just got that little thing on there. Some people pay more for a game just because they've got that on there. I really don't know. Tekken, the original, case is a bit cracked, but the original Tekken, classic game. Tekken 3 was the more common one. The discs are disgusting. Some of the, I'll be surprised if they work. I do have a copy of Street Fighter, one of the Street Fighter games on my PS1, but it's in a case on its own and it needs to be resurfaced. This is another game I thought was rare, but it isn't that expensive. Broken Sword, The Shadow of the Templars, sort of a adventure point and click style game. Actua Soccer 3, another soccer game, football game. M&M's Shell Shock, yes, an MMM game. One of the more expensive games that you'll pay for, but it's a Crash Bandicoot clone. In fact, looking at it, it is a Crash Bandicoot clone, which isn't a bad thing, to be honest. ISS, Pro Evolution, another, precursor to PES. Scars, or S-Cars, or what some people call it. Really fun game. I used to play this one a bit. You get these cars, they're like sort of like radio control cars, but they're it stands for Supercomputer Animal Racing Simulation. Actually says you have like cars that are shaped like animals, which is really cool. And then the last 3 here are Lilo and Stitch, Trouble in Paradise. Kofi Kingston have anything to do with this? Again, another what's it called? Crash Bandicoot clone. Landmaker. This one looks interesting. It's a puzzle game, but at the set you build like houses, I guess, but it's a puzzle game. It looks pretty interesting, and a game that I haven't ever seen, so I don't know if this one's anywhere. And then the last one is Rat Attack. Looks sort of like a game where you go around those cats and like beat rats up and stuff. Looks pretty interesting, to say the least. Anyway, that was my humble PS1 collection. Not a ton of PS1 games, but like I said, these are becoming a bit more expensive now. They're harder to find. Your best place to look for them are pawn shops and charity shops. You won't find them that often in video game shops. Mainly private owned video game stores. They might have a few, but often they're overpriced. But yeah, you can buy pretty much any PS1 game online, but you're going to pay a little bit more, which is unfortunate. But sometimes you just have to wait and look on eBay and stuff. But of course, that video will be coming soon when I talk about my experience with collecting and some tips and tricks that I use as a collector, and I think I do alright. some people might be like, well, you pay a little bit more than what I would pay, but sometimes you have to do that. But I think my collection speaks for itself. Quite a lot of games, probably over 1,000 games I own, um, which is pretty big. Not the biggest collection, but pretty big. And obviously quite a lot of DVDs and all that stuff. Anyway, I might do a VHS collection tomorrow, but I'm not sure. I might go through it again, but again, it's sort of I don't really want to take them all down, so never mind. Anyway, this was my PS1 collection. Please like and subscribe, and leave a comment below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. This was PS1, great console, and something that will be remembered and is considered retro now. Thanks for watching.